So we are meeting today to speak about OneHorseLife courses and what they are about and what is OneHorseLife about, what OneHorseLife stands for. And as you know, we have many courses in OneHorseLife, and they beautifully develop and they beautifully flow one into another. And I know that many of you have some very practical questions about 14 days course and OPP program and panic attacks and boundaries, next level boundaries course, energy course. I little bit spoke about it last time during SOS Anna meeting, but we have also RTRT, residual tensions release training or therapy with the beat, and we have also the Get That Beat Right, which is like entry-level class to that, and I am about to release the trailer loading course and the riding, next level riding course. That I prepared some super sneaky surprise for you about this course. You will be so mind blown. But I don't want to talk too much. I want to hear from you. What are your questions when you look at our courses? What you would want to know? What questions rise in you? What courses you have finished? Maybe you need some advice what next steps to take. So I am absolutely delighted to give you the first-hand support and answer to that. So let me know. And as I wait for your questions, I will, we have the first question, perfect. So Kinga says, which of the courses help us to work from saddle and when can we feel that it's the right time? Beautiful question, Kinga, thank you so much. So for the time being, we have the riding course, riding class, that I suggest my students to take after completing the optimal performance program from the ground. We have two options here. We have the riding class, which is documented, very well documented, my way of starting horses under the saddle, young horses. But my practical experience says that if you have been riding your horse in any conventional way, you may need to restart your horse again instead of trying, to build something on very unstable fundament. It's better to remove the fundament. Like sometimes you can see they renovate the old buildings. Sometimes they just leave the facade and they remove everything that was inside because it was not functional, it was not working. And here the same, we want to leave the facade, we want to leave you on top of the horse, we don't want to reverse that, but we want to remove everything that was internally inside not functional. We want to remove that what was built on tensions, fear, pressure, an inability to breathe, stiff back, stiff, painful jaw. Many horses have chronic pains in the jaw, and we want to refill it, rebuild it with what is more sacred, more purified, connected with that which is purely relaxed, so closer to the subtle realms of reality. And then we have also, after optimal performance program, it's possible to do with me the guided OPP riding course. that it's super individual, because every horse and every rider will have different problems with different areas of their horsemanship. Some horses have issues with more with breathing. Some horses have issues with relaxation, safety, inability to relax. Other horses have issue with activating the motor system properly, and they are moving using incorrect movement patterns. So then we focus, I show you how to transfer the optimal performance program techniques that you already know from the ground to the saddle, and add on that, on top of that, the new techniques, optimal performance program techniques developed to bring more relaxation and more unity when riding. So how to know also when it's the right time, when you start to think about it. And this is beautiful connection with your divine awareness, with your intuition, with your gut feeling. When you start to think about something, when you start to consider something, it probably is a sign that the process of change, of becoming ready for that, has started. And very soon it will be the very right time to do that. That's all. So Kinga, let me know if I answered your question, okay? Gillian asks, where to start? First with me or my horse, especially if my horse arrives with panic signals and the vet says he needs assistance. Let me know who needs assistance, the horse or the vet to handle, to check the health of the horse. Is the horse so uncalm and spooky that the vet needs someone to help? So I understand the question better. Where to start? You know, um, we were speaking about it in our last meeting on boundaries, in the Next Level Boundaries course, that we live in times when we move from the experience of or and or, either I start with me or the horse, either I do this first or that first, more towards and, so more towards experience of unity. And this means that you have to look for methods. And within OneHorseLife, we have such methods that will allow you to start with yourself and your horse at the same time. And no matter if you do the optimal performance program or body mark or RTRT, no matter if you work, if your conscious mind is focused on working on you or the horse, these techniques are built in such a way that in effect they affect, they change everyone that is involved in the context and is a part of the situation. So many times it is my experience that I come and I do something with the horse of my client that has, for example, panic attacks, and I may think that I work on me. External observer can say, oh, she works on the horse because the horse is beautifully changing. But I look with my corner of the eye and I see how it influences all the horses around, how they become calmer, how people change. Even last Sunday, I have this beautiful experience. I came to the stable around 11 a.m. and it was, of course, full of people, like 20 people on the riding ring, in the riding arena, and a lot of tension, friction, horses spooking. And I entered and I decided, okay, so I will walk on my horse Sylvaner, we will just continue to calm. And at some point, I just started to notice how everyone started to settle, and that people stopped, even, like, you know, sometimes in this dressage style. I hope that you don't have that many experiences of that, but like to cross each other paths and to like cars on the road, like to push for how to call it, oh my god, let me check the expression that I want to pass. Priority on the road. So like, you know, no, you have smaller car, you have slower horse, you have cheaper horse, you don't have that many skills, so move because I am coming. And how people stopped doing that, and how even some of them, when they passed another person's road to unexpectedly, they were turning around and saying, I am sorry. So to answer your question, Gillian, we live in times when we must look for techniques that work on all the levels and at the same time, because there is no time left for any other way of doing things anymore. But I understand that you ask me precisely where to start. I have a horse with panic attacks. First, do the 14 days course that I know you have, and the next point would be the panic attacks course. And both these courses work on all levels and at the same time, and include your experience as much as the horse's experience, and are focused especially on my most recent discovery, so that people have intellectualized or mental perception of spirituality, and therefore they are based on the down-to-earth experiences that take you to the field of more subtle realms, and make not to be spiritual, not to run when at the sunrise on the fields in your white pyjama dress, but to be more effective, because we want to enter these subtler fields of reality that are expressed on the physical realm in the term by energy, having energy, not having energy, being ill, being healthy, being happy, being sad, and all these emotions and even manifestations, being tall, being short, being fat, being slim, being successful at something, being unsuccessful at something, getting yourself easily organized and getting energy from the tasks you are doing or not, and all these things, not because we want to be spiritual, but because this is the best way to act. This is, you know, the best way to do things. You can see how much energy you will have, how much energy, not in the spiritual sense, but energy in the physical sense, you can create by, let's say, crushing 2 bottles of essential oils. Well, probably some, maybe if you do it with a special power, you can even break them. And now imagine how much energy you can create crushing 2 neutrons or protons, and you know, the more subtle, the more powerful. So we want to enter these subtle fields, to have powerful instant effects and enjoy the fruits as we all desire of our work in this life soon, not in 20 years, not in 40 years, not maybe in another life or maybe with another horse, but here and now, because this life is meant to be lived with full potential and with total support to be light, joyful heart and successful self here and now, not in another day. Perfect. Let me know if I answered. Yara says, just started with base kickstart, self-study course, had the course for years as back. Then I had the money to buy it, but was not quite ready for the course yet. Now I am ready. Now I was wondering, when you start with an exercise, do you continue to do it until it feels right to move to another one? Or can you practice the exercise for a week and then the next week you add another exercise from the course? Yeah, generally the base course, this is a fantastic question. The base Kickstart course stands for balance, awareness, straightness, and energy. And it is designed in such a way that every week you have, the course is built, I think, of 4 modules, 8 weeks, 2 months in total. And every week has exercise for balance, mental and emotional balance, for expanding awareness, for increasing straightness, understood as physical realm of the body, but also your vertical connection with what is true, with what is yours, as we discussed on the previous SOS Anna meeting, how to be an empath and survive it. So you have to have a good sense of your verticality, and prepares you, each week prepares you for experience of energy, of na. So it's very good to go as the course is constructed, and go with the program and surround surrender yourself to the program. Okay, and allow it to guide you. Kinga says, thank you, it's amazing. In regards to my answer to her question, Jillian says, we found out there was a physical problem we resolved. I believe my question is there a right and a wrong course to choose, or must I just start? 14 days course and then the panic attacks course. And then you can do the full optimal performance program. Your horse then will be ready to receive it. Patsy asks, please explain what the energy course is. Wonderful. And Elaine asks about the same, what's now? Energy course is a very special course that I developed several years ago. I think around 5 years ago, I started teaching it to others, and I was experiencing it already for years before, but I lacked tools and awareness how to take you at this level of relaxation that you can feel this energy, and that you can you can touch it, you can like feel it like an abstract meat around you. And therefore you can access it and you can start using it. The whole universe is built through waves. We know that we live in the world of let's say energetical waves, that we vibrate, that everything has some form of becoming active, inactive, active, inactive, in a very specified for that very realm or thing sequence. And energy course is based on opening for you the sense that we all have, sense like smell, sight, taste, hearing, touch, of cold sensation, cold, warmth. We have another sense. We have, in fact, we have many senses. I believe that Patanjali wrote that we have around 21 senses, although there are still disputes what this can mean and what they are. And he was already writing that, oh, we lost so many of them. And he was writing this several centuries ago. So you can just imagine how much we probably lost until now. But there is a special sensation, special like sense that you can awaken within you to feel this waves of energy that are a part of the universe, and to tune to them in order to have and to enjoy the most fruitful actions. And this course is based on, the energy course is based on opening you and preparing you in such a way that you become ready, and that your horse, and this is absolutely mind-blowing part, that your horse becomes your teacher on this path, and starts to consciously teaching you about energy. And this is a super important issue, because when I speak to you about energy, I speak from the level of my very practical, very physical experience. But without experiencing the same, you can only create an intellectualized mental image of how it can be and how it is felt. And then many people who want to enter this beautiful path through books or listening to the teachers without being provided direct experiences, how to feel it, how to feel the same, or how to awaken the same sensitivity of the senses, fall into the category of ignorance. Ignorance, pure ignorance, is awareness of the words, of the names, without experiencing them. So ignorance is, for example, speaking about French wines and they taste and smell only by memorizing descriptions of different wines. You can become a wine expert, but you will never become a true connoisseur through that. And you can see here is the same. Sometimes people who study Indian culture have very intellectualized experience of that, and but they practical access to be able to implement this knowledge, I even put for this meeting to underline while speaking about the energy course, the difference between hearing, understanding, and knowing. So these are 3 levels of awareness. And when we speak about such subtle things that for some people are not subtle at all, they are like everyday life experience, like energy has its own smell, taste, structure, physical structure, special sense of stickiness when it appears, let's say, and this and that has its weight, has its warmth, creates some sort of like smell in the air. And I am not absolutely not joking right now. But if I speak about that right now to you, and it is not your experience, you may quite rightfully become like craving to have the same experience. But how? This is not like opened through the world of sensations to you yet. So you try to create intellectual like image of something, and then you try to look for something that matches into your intellectualized image of what you look for, and then you say to yourself, oh, this is it. But as we spoke on the previous meeting today about the power of sacrifice, it will not purify you. It will not result in opening all these realms for you. And in this energy course, for me, it's so important that I discovered a way how horses want to teach us about the energy, and how energy is the field in which they live. They understand the movement through the principles of the energy. And energy is not a crescendo of pressure. Energy is not, I will pretend I am a panther, and you will pretend that you are afraid, and you will move quicker. Energy is this subtle power that moves food through your digestive tract, that expands your lungs, and you experience it as breathing. You see, you are not breathing. Something breathes through you. So we can ask, who is breathing? Because you are not breathing. When you sleep, you are not breathing actively. Maybe only when you want to better your breathing with pranayama, realized incorrectly, you are breathing, but throughout the day you are not breathing. There is more subtle power than you, than your willpower, than your awareness. More subtle, which means more powerful, that breathes through you. And what is this power? This is na. This is energy. This is pure flow of energy. And when we are with horses, we can use my program to show them in a very specific way that we want to learn about this, and then they start to teach us. And I think that my biggest discovery, and that I later proved traveling around the world and giving energy clinics in 11 different countries, and in each being equally successful and opening horses and people that I didn't know many times. I met them for the first time in my life. And the beauty of that is that it's very full of structure, process, which means that every horse, no matter of the age, breeding, previous experience, whether it was a jumper, dressage horse, maybe just a buddy, just hobby horse, just a friend horse, family pet, they all, when we start to enter this very structure that I discovered, they start to teach us about energy, and they give us direct experience, direct taste of energy of walk, of energy of trot, of energy of canter. And then we expand it into horizontal energy, vertical energy, and we start to play with it, ending the course with passage. And the beautiful thing is that during this course, I discovered many times, and I was many times proven that whole universe awaits us to discover the energy. Whole universe awaits us to awaken and to start to live through this energy. Because many times when my students were practicing, I was giving this example during last SOS Anna meeting, but it's so amazing that it's always worth to be recapitulated, that whenever someone's horse was getting tired, like, oh, you are not getting it, my little human, I am trying and trying, you are not getting it yet. And when the horse was wandering away to have a break, another animal was coming, whether it was a duck or a cat, and the animals were placing themselves exactly on the side by the human, and they were taking off from where the horse left, and they were continuing education. They were carrying on with the teaching as if nothing happened. And this shows us how much this awareness, not intellectualized, but real experience. And when you practice energy, I know that when you do Reiki, you try to feel it, you clap, you try to create something. No, this is like very forceful. This is like very heavy lifting. Energy is light. Energy is like sparkling. Energy is entering you suddenly when you become ready, when you are ready to open yourself for it. And your horse will show you, with my help, how to do that. And then, as we do that, you will be getting instant feedback second by second from your horse. And this is amazing because you will learn when you tune to it, when you have na, when you use this level of awareness, because the answers from the horses will be amazing, 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 and instant. It will be not like after 5 minutes or like after 2 weeks. It is instant. Yes, na, we can translate it as energy, but honestly speaking, this sensation, this very sensation is called na. I can tell you that it's energy, but it's not energy how you understand it. It's something else. It's na. It's this expression of life through movement. Oh, it's better to call it like that. Through change. Oh, I would even call it like that. Expression of life through change. It's na. Na, it's also like possibility of change. When you have na, a lot of na, you are able to change a lot in your life with your horse within the gate. Maria says, I have been working with Bodymark Duo, which is taking RTRT work to a deeper level. Beautiful. It's only, I think, a glimpse of energy, but from it, my horse offered a beautiful canter, which previously was impossible for him. And my strong feeling is I need more. Now I know I do. Wonderful. Yes, absolutely. RTRT and Bodymark Duo are very much interchanging. It's like Bodymark Duo is like experiencing RTRT on the whole body, and RTRT is like experiencing the whole body through the touch and release of the beat. It is mind-blowing experience. And the energy, the na that spontaneously appears as we release tension is because we grow ability of life to express itself through movement, so through change, through our horse. So we can say that thanks to our work, the horse is more healthy and therefore more alive. So life can express itself better through him. And when we want any change, when we want to apply any change for our horse, no matter whether it is a change expressed like you want more beauty, or you want more awareness of the gates, ability to collect, more relaxation, more calmness, any change. If you want to change anything with your horse, you need to do these things. You need to have tools that work on all levels, physical and subtle, like we develop in OneHorseLife. And you have to stay on the path of purification to purify the horse, yourself, the context from tensions, so it becomes more alive and life can express itself through movement, through change, better in this context, through this being. It's simple, beautiful, and true. Kinga says, what is better to do first, Bodymark, this with horses, or energy course? I think, Kinga, you can take off from energy course because your horse is very awakened being and is has very strong forehead and crown energy channels, and she's now in the waiting. I did for you the analysis of the tendencies for today, and she's just in the process of awakening her real spirituality. So I would say energy course, and then you can, when the energy is awakened, you will see how she will like get super like healthy and strong, and then Bodymark Duo will be like wrap to hold this, like to enclose this energy like with a golden blanket and keep within the body so it doesn't escape through the tension leaks or like tension knots in her body, so it doesn't leak. Because we were speaking also with you a lot about energy, how to have more energy in life to act, and I was telling you that the more tensions you have, the less you have the energy. But I feel that with you and your horse particular, the forget-me-not mare, it's better to start from within, because she's very awakened spiritually horse. Maria says, I am thinking about the saddle, but with this sensitive horse, maybe energy before rhythm to help me more than him. I would say definitely, because Maria, here on the other hand, you are very like spiritually awakened being, and very like very awakened need and desire to experience unity. When you will do energy from the ground, you will be able to use it to awaken and realize the movement from the saddle. And then it's like going up a level already. And it is absolutely mind-blowing. Vicky asks, what is involved to become an optimal performance program professional? Does also include riding in this program? Optimal performance program professional, OPP Pro, is built of work with the horse, work with the client, and giving clinics. So we realize OPP from the ground on these 3 levels. And what is involved, you have to do optimal performance course, and you have to show good results, and I have to see that you are in alignment in what we do. So we have the good resonance of the energies, so your work will be super fruitful through this type of work. And then we do the OPP program Pro, that we do 3 months of theory of the theory, then 3 months of theory of the practice, and then for 3 months we lead you with 3 horses of your clients. And then, so it should take around 6 months to complete it, because theory of the theory and theory of the practice we do together. And 1 module you do with Pavel, second you do with me. So we work hand in hand together, and you finish this course from the level of being able to use and apply optimal performance program, not from the level of the user, but from the field beyond. So you understand how it works, what are the working powers behind every techniques, every of the techniques, what makes them working, how to make them working better, how to apply it with different types of horses, how the techniques are connected together, how we can join them together to create release patterns for horses. And this includes work from the ground. And this is so packed up that many of my students, they feel like they mostly did it for themselves. So not only to teach and to have some profits and to help to spread this kind of awareness in horse words, but it is like awareness explosion for yourself, I promise. Rika says, I have also been thinking the next step, the OPP, Body Mark Duo, or the energy course. Rika, I would say that you and your mare could do either Body Mark Duo or OPP, and in the next step, energy course. This is because Sella and yourself both have the tendency to escape into the daydreaming a little bit, and we need to root more in reality, both of you, and how to do it best by releasing tensions. So I think both courses are super, super good for you. I think that probably body mark duo would be my next step answer. But if you want to also do more with your horse, because body mark duo is more like therapeutic course, so you don't like move or you don't do too much in that sense, so you can also choose OPP. Check whichever resonates with you more, and then as you release more tensions, the energy course will be easy like eating cherries, I promise. Kinga says thank you. I got this gut feeling that it will be good for us, the energy course. Perfect. Debbie asks, what is in the next boundaries course? Also, my horses do not relax like yours do. So is that because they need more of another program to get that kind of relaxing? Debbie, in the next level boundaries course, we focus on working on the passive tendencies in action. So passive tendencies are the inactive in the terms of unaware, currents of energy in the body that have some form of like a message that we can intellectually relate to. For example, I don't respect authorities, or I feel blackmailed through control, let's say. And then we can work on that while being with the horse using our techniques from this course. So I hope that I answered your question. And now the second part, your horses don't relax like mine. Is that because they need more of another program to get this kind of relaxing? They may need both more relaxation techniques. It is the same like with humans. Let's say you are starting with meditation and you experience beautiful changes, but also as you experience beautiful changes, you start to see, oh my God, I am way more tense than I was previously aware of. So maybe now you see that your horses are not relaxing that well, but maybe 2 years ago you were not paying consciously attention to relaxation at all. So the deeper we go, and this is never ending journey, Debbie. I look at my horses and I think, oh, they are tense and I am tense. And we need more relaxation. The deeper you go, the more you need, because this relaxation is like food. It feeds you, it keeps you alive, it is like water on which you can swim. You want it, you want more of it. With every relaxation technique, of course, we deepen our access to relaxation because we release different tension patterns from the body. But also relaxation needs time, which is proactive tool, and it needs your experience in being able to differentiate relaxation from relaxation like looking behaviors. And we speak a lot about that in the 14 days course, and I am sure that you already have awareness of that and are practicing it well. So I would say that sometimes when we strip the superficial level of the tension from the horse, then we start to see, oh, he still has problem with the stomach, or he still has problem with this. Sorry, I am looking at the clock because I am starting new live session in precisely 2 minutes. So I try to answer your question in the best possible way, staying like keeping my schedule a little bit also. But do not worry if I haven't answered your question. Just drop me an email, or let's meet and let's come back to that on Sunday, okay, during the question panel. Debbie, let me know if that is helpful. But if you have if you have a need to go a little bit deeper now, also let me know, because I can stay with you a little bit longer and we can go a little bit deeper, okay? Why do you call it next level course? Well, Elaine, because it's totally next level. It's next level of awareness. It's next level of ability to work with horses on their issues. It's like moving from primary school to the high school. The real stuff starts there. Now you are really learning, like it's next level of awareness. Maria says, I love that all the courses become one whole. Beautiful. Yes, they all are aimed to support one another, just from different perspectives, to create awareness of unity, awareness of the whole. Patsy says, how long is the energy course? Is the self-study course, so you can take it as long as it needs, and along the way you can consult your progression directly with me. Debbie says, oh, okay. Debbie says, I have much to say, perhaps in an email. Debbie, feel more than welcome to reach out to me via email. I will wait to hear from you. Thank you for meeting me today. Thank you for staying with me. Let's meet on Sunday during our every week SOS Anna meeting. And if you have any more questions about the courses, don't hesitate to send me via email or PM. I will collect them and I will answer them also during our Sunday meeting at our regular time 8 p.m. Time for Madrid, Spain. Thank you, and we are in touch. And now I am starting my next level boundaries course. Thank you so much.